Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of November 17 suggest some curveballs. Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, escapes prison. However, Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, tells the police which way she went. However, it could end with a surprising twist. Let's start off with Stowell, Crystal Mosley, who is the prison guard that got conned by Luna. The girl hid in a laundry cart that was being wheeled to a truck in the prison yard. The guard had to tend to an altercation and left the laundry cart unsupervised for a few minutes. When the guard returned, she checked Luna's cell to find the girl gone. Of course, the guard will notify the guards and warden, who then put the prison on lockdown. However, Luna is already gone. Next, Bill Spencer, Dawn Diamond, tells Katie Logan, Heather Tom, that the inmate vanished. BTE will get security for the beach house, as they will be worried about Will and Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace. At some point next week, Luna makes it to the beach house. Will looks pretty shaken in the preview clip and points Deputy Chief Bradley Baker, Dan Martin, which way Luna ran off to. Will wants to join the manhunt, but Baker orders him to stay put. Who joins the search is Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, Leigh Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, and Penelope Poppy Nozawa. Romy Park, Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, also shows up to support Electra. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Luna can be seen hiding outside in the dark while everyone searches for her. At one point, Leigh can be seen holding a flashlight, pleading for Luna to turn herself in. The young lady has no intentions of doing that though. In fact, it looks like Luna runs and could meet a tragic fate. It would be heartbreaking for the baby if the child was made in love. However, because of the assault, maybe this is the best ending. Fans can also expect Deacon and Sheila to invite two surprising people over for Thanksgiving. Those just happen to be Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. That should be interesting. There is also Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Metzins Wood, who will continue to be suspicious of Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, and Deacon. The week of November 17 to 21 on The Bold and the Beautiful explodes with a mix of danger, pursuit, heartbreak, and long-buried family tension erupting at the worst possible moment. Luna's prison break continues to haunt the Forresters and Spencers. A frightened teenager becomes the unexpected center of a manhunt, and one familiar face steps back into the chaos, bringing with him answers no one expected and questions no one is ready to face. This is the week where no one sleeps, no one breathes, and no one gets through the day unchanged. The week opens with a literal and emotional jolt when Will Spencer finds himself in the wrong place, at the wrong time, in the middle of a crisis he doesn't fully understand. He only wanted a quiet hour at the beach house, some space to think about his upcoming move, school stress, and the pressure of being a Spencer. What he gets instead is danger, waiting in the dark. Inside the dimly lit kitchen of the beach house, Will senses something: movement, breath, a presence. At first he thinks it's Liam, or perhaps Katie stopping by unexpectedly. But when the shadow steps into the faint beam of the street lamp outside, Will freezes, because it's not family, it's Luna. Disheveled, barefoot, shaking, her eyes dart around with the desperation of someone who's been running for hours. Will, stunned, tries to find words, but Luna clamps a trembling hand over his mouth, whispering, "Please don't scream. I need help. I didn't hurt anyone." But Will is 16, and 16 is old enough to understand danger but young enough to panic. His startled movement knocks a metal bowl off the counter with a loud clang, and that's all it takes. Luna flinches as though she's been shot, pleads again for silence, then tears across the room and bolts out the back door. Will, still shaking, fumbles for his phone and calls his mother. Within minutes, Bill and Katie arrive, furious, terrified, and demanding answers. Will tries to explain, but he's rattled, emotional, and scared he'll get Luna in more trouble. His fragmented description: "She looked hurt. She looked scared. She wasn't trying to hurt me, only deepens the mystery. Bill orders security doubled, and Katie, shaken to her core, begs him to stay calm. But Bill Spencer has one priority now: protect Will, hunt Luna. In this, news of Luna's presence at the beach house spreads like wildfire, igniting a new wave of panic. Steffi, already rattled by the idea that Luna assaulted Liam, becomes incensed that Luna could get so close to the Spencer kid. Ridge, too, sees this as confirmation that Luna has become unpredictable, possibly dangerous. But there's another reaction, more complicated, more emotional. Finn's Dr. John Finnegan, medical calm incarnate, feels something tighten in his chest when he learns Luna was seen near Will. Not because he thinks she'd hurt him, but because he knows what that level of desperation looks like. He's seen it before. Patients backed into psychological corners. Teenagers who feel the world collapsing in on them. People who make bad decisions because they're terrified, not cruel. He insists to Steffi that Luna needs help, not a manhunt. Steffi counters sharply. Luna drugged your brother. Luna assaulted my husband. Luna ran from prison. I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt. Finn pleads with her to soften her stance, at least until they know the truth. But Steffi steels herself. This girl is dangerous, and she is not going to destroy another one of our families. As police units begin their search of Malibu, Luna herself makes her way through the dense brush of the canyon trails. Exhausted, bloodied, scared. Every sound feels like a threat. Every branch she brushes feels like a loud alarm. Her inner monologue becomes frantic. I didn't hurt Liam. But no one cares. No one listens. No one believes me. Her only hope, she thinks, is to reach someone who might help her. Someone who actually listens. Someone who doesn't despise her right now. Hope. The decision is reckless, borderline delusional. She knows that. But Luna turns toward central LA, determined to reach Hope Logan before the police reach her. Across town, Poppy and Lai receive the news of Will's near encounter with Luna, and their reactions couldn't be more different. Poppy collapses into a chair, shaking as she whispers, my baby is alone out there." Lee stands rigid by the window, her jaw clenched so tightly it looks painful. "This is what you've done. You and your lack of discipline. Your secrets. Your irresponsibility." Poppy fires back, accusing Lai of judging Luna her entire life. Lai snaps in return that she's merely acknowledging reality. But behind Leigh's controlled facade, something more complicated is brewing. Fear. Because Lai knows the system. She knows how unforgiving it is. She knows how quickly a young, panicked girl can be swallowed whole. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Leigh admits softly, she has no idea how dangerous this is. The police won't see her as a scared kid, they'll see her as a fugitive. It is the closest thing to compassion Poppy has heard from her sister in weeks. Meanwhile, reporters gather outside Spencer Publications and the courthouse, turning the story into a circus. News alerts flash with headlines. Everyone is talking. Everyone is judging. And Luna, dragging her injured leg across a drainage tunnel under the highway, feels herself disappearing, piece by piece. Just when the situation seems hopeless, the LAPD announces that a familiar face has taken over the case, Deputy Chief Bradley Baker. His appearance is commanding, a presence both feared and respected. His experience with the Forresters and Spencers makes him uniquely suited to handle the unfolding crisis. Ridge and Steffi quickly meet with him, pushing for aggressive measures. Baker listens calmly and then assures them, "We will find Luna. But we're going to do this correctly, no shortcuts, no assumptions." His tone is a warning cloaked as reassurance. But it's Finn who corners Baker privately, insisting the police approach Luna with caution. "She's terrified," Finn says. "She's not thinking clearly. If she believes the police want to hurt her, she may run into traffic or cliffs, or anything." Baker studies Finn for a long moment. "You care about this girl." Finn doesn't deny it. "I care about the truth." Baker promises to keep him in the loop, but Finn walks away sensing more danger than comfort. Meanwhile, Luna finally reaches civilization. Hobo style, dirty, limping, starving. She sneaks into an abandoned warehouse, trying to gather herself. She pulls out the only thing she managed to take from her cell. A torn photograph. Her and RJ is smiling, hopeful. Before everything fractured. She breaks down, sobbing into her hands, realizing how far she's fallen. That breakdown becomes the turning point. When Luna stands again, something in her eyes has changed. Not fear, not anger, determination. She whispers hoarsely, "Hope. I have to get to hope." But she's not the only one having a revelation. Across town, RJ mistakes his rising panic for anger. He's furious that Luna showed up at Will's place, furious that she's running, furious that she won't just let him help her. But Brooke sees something else. "You're not angry at Luna," Brooke tells him gently. "You're scared of losing her." RJ falls apart, for the first time since Luna's arrest. "I can't lose her, Mom. I can't. I feel like she's slipping away, and I can't reach her." Brooke pulls him close, promising they will find a way to help Luna. The final day of the week is pure adrenaline. A collision course of anxiety, suspicion, and fateful timing. 3 storylines move toward a single dramatic point. Traumatized but determined, Will sits with Baker to give a more detailed account of what he saw at the beach house. Will remembers something he didn't notice before: her leg. It looked hurt. And she kept touching her side, like she was in pain. Baker immediately dispatches search teams to local clinics and urgent care centers, suspecting Luna may seek medical help. Lai, breaking her usual icy composure, tells Poppy, "We need to find her before the police do." For the first time in years, they are unified, not as rivals, not as foils, but as mothers terrified for the same girl. As the sun sets over LA, Hope returns to her cabin to grab some files. She senses something: movement, presence, breath. She turns, and Luna steps out of the shadows. Dirty, trembling, eyes flooded with panic and hope. "Hope, please. I didn't hurt Liam. I swear, I need your help. You're the only one who ever believed me." Hope gasps, horrified, torn between instinct and empathy. Before she can answer, police sirens wail in the distance, growing louder, closer. Baker's voice can be heard shouting orders. Luna's eyes widen in terror. Hope whispers, "Luna, don't run." But Luna's survival instincts kick in, and she bolts out the back door just as Baker's team swarms the clearing. Hope stands frozen, torn between calling out Luna's name and protecting her. And the last shot of the week: Luna running into the dark forest behind the cabin. Baker's flashlight beams slicing through the trees. Finn racing toward the scene, breathless. And RJ arriving seconds later, screaming Luna's name into the cold night air. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BUTFUEL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.